Hello, animal behavior students. Today I'm going to quickly show you how to access the library databases and search them. And this will be important for a lot of exercises that you'll be doing. The first assignment that you'll be doing that this is useful for is you'll be looking at proximate mechanisms of behavioral variation in some organism. And so to do that, I need to get to the Grand Valley homepage. Here's the assignment, by the way, that you'll be doing early in the semester. Let's see. I'm going to go to my Grand Valley homepage and I'm going to find the library. I'm going to look under faculty and staff. You can look under students. Once you're in the library, you'll want to search the databases. And there are lots and lots of databases. I particularly like Web of Science for searching for materials related to animal behavior. So that's what I'm going to choose. I'm going to click on the W and then look at the 11 databases for W. There's Web of Science. Web of Science is kind of a broad database, so it has a lot of different journal types in it. So I click on that, and sometimes your computer will ask you to log in with your username and your password, and I think I was logged in earlier today, and so that's why it's not asking me to do that. Okay, so I decided that I am going to work on my assignment on the proximate mechanisms of behavioral variation, and I decided to look for material related to some type of fish. In the assignment, I noticed that guppies are pretty well studied in animal behavior, so I'm going to type in my search engine, I'm going to type in guppies. And I'm going to add a topic, add a row. You can always add a new row, and I'm going to keep my line simple by adding topics. I'm going to add in personality, and I think I'm interested in looking at the genetic mechanisms, or the genetic mechanisms that contribute to variation in personality in guppies. So I'm going to go ahead and type all of those in and give it a search. Okay, so I found 28 different, or the search found 28 different articles. That looks pretty good. Now these will primarily be research articles in peer-reviewed journals. Sometimes there are exceptions to that, but most of them will be in peer-reviewed journals. So let's take a look at what I've got. So I start looking at the articles. Genetic variation for behavioral predictability of a stress response, probably in guppies, I don't know. Divergence in social traits in Trinidadian guppies, selectively bred for high and low leadership in a cooperative context. So they're doing some sort of cooperative task, these guppies are, and the researchers bred the guppies to be, oh, this looks interesting. I want to look at this. And so I can do a variety of things at this point. If I click on this article, I can read the abstract. I can learn a little bit more about it. Is this article going to be useful for me for describing the genetic mechanisms that lead to variation in personality? Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to check it out. I can get the full text. So this particular site, it says, this particular search says free full text from publisher. So I can click on that and get the full text. Or I could get it at GVSU. Occasionally when you click on these get it at GVSU, it will say, I'm sorry, it's not immediately available. You can sign up to get it via an email. Go ahead and do that. It usually only takes a day or two to get an email with your full text for an article. I know it always says something like, expect to wait up to 2 weeks. It's never 2 weeks in my opinion. So, or in my experience, I should say. So I can easily access the free full text. Great. That's going to be nice for me. I also can look at these tables on the right here. Can be really useful. Now this particular article was published in November of 2019. That's a really, really new article. And as you see on the right, it's only been cited 0 times. It's a brand new article. that doesn't mean it's a bad article. And over here, though, it also says that it has 92 cited references. If I click on that, then I could see all the references that are in this article. I could use those. I could use those references. Maybe I'm going to find something else that's really interesting about, the genetic mechanism that leads to behavioral variation in guppy cooperative behaviors, right? So I can click on that, and sure enough, here are all the articles that are cited in that first article on guppies. Okay. If this article had ever been cited, we'd also be able to click on the link up here. Right. Let's see what else I can learn from this. I also might want to look in the keywords or the keywords plus section. That might give me some more keywords that help me find more articles related to this topic. Okay? And so you're going to need, so that might be useful. And this is just one of the 28 articles that my search pulled up. I certainly don't want to pull up 3,000 articles in a search. 28 is very doable, so this was a good size search. Okay, whoops. That's it. That's a good way to search for particular articles on Web of Science, which is a database in our library at GVSU. And that's all I'm going to talk about. Good luck out there.